Why does life in the United States feel like a constant competition? From school grades to job promotions, from business success to social status, many people notice that Americans seem unusually comfortable competing, even thriving under pressure. They compete for better schools. They compete for better jobs. They compete for higher pay, faster growth, and stronger personal brands. But why? Is this constant competition forced upon them? Or is it something deeply rooted in American culture? In this video, we'll explore why Americans are so used to intense competition, where it comes from, how it shapes their mindset, and why many Americans don't see competition as a problem, but as a normal part of life. In the United States, competition begins much earlier than most people realize. From a young age, American children are encouraged to stand out. In school, students are graded individually. Their performance is constantly measured. They are ranked, tested, and compared, not just academically, but socially and athletically as well. Sports play a huge role. Even at elementary levels, winning matters. Scores are kept. Records are broken. Effort is praised, but results are noticed. This early exposure teaches an important lesson. Life rewards those who perform better. Unlike cultures that emphasize collective harmony, American education often emphasizes individual achievement. Children learn that hard work leads to recognition. Talent must be proven. Effort alone is not always enough. Over time, competition stops feeling stressful. It starts feeling normal. A society built on opportunity, not guarantees. One key reason Americans accept competition is simple. The system offers opportunity, but not security. In many countries, careers are stable. Paths are predictable. Once you enter a profession, you may stay there for life. In the United States, nothing is guaranteed. Jobs can disappear. Companies can fail. Industries can change overnight. But in exchange for this uncertainty, Americans are offered something else, the possibility to rise quickly. Anyone can try. Anyone can compete. Anyone can win, at least in theory. This creates a mindset where competition feels fair. If success is possible, then competition feels justified. If opportunity exists, then struggle feels meaningful. Instead of asking, "Why is this so hard?" Americans often ask, "How can I do better?" American society is heavily performance-driven. People are evaluated constantly, at work, in school, in business, even online. Your value is often tied to what you produce, not how long you've been around. This creates an environment where competition is unavoidable. Promotions go to top performers. Raises follow results. Opportunities follow visibility. Over time, Americans internalize this logic. They stop seeing competition as personal. It's not about liking or disliking someone. It's about output. In this mindset, competition becomes a tool, not a threat. One surprising reason Americans tolerate competition so well is their relationship with failure. In many cultures, failure is shameful. It damages reputation. It closes doors. In the United States, failure is often seen as experience. A failed startup is not the end of a career. A rejected job application is expected. Losing does not define you permanently. This reduces the emotional cost of competition. If losing doesn't destroy your future, then competing feels safer. People try again. They pivot. They restart. Competition becomes less frightening when failure is survivable. Americans are often taught that identity is self-made. You are not defined by your background. You are defined by your choices. This belief creates internal competition. People compete with their past selves, their peers, their own expectations. Success becomes personal proof. When identity is built on achievement, competition feels natural. Not competing feels like stagnation. American culture celebrates winners. Movies, books, and media highlight underdogs who rise, entrepreneurs who beat the odds, athletes who dominate. These stories reinforce the idea that competition leads to growth. Even when stories show struggle, they often end with victory. This constant exposure normalizes intense effort and rivalry. Competition becomes inspirational, not exhausting. So why are Americans so used to intense competition? Because they grow up inside it. Because the system rewards performance. Because failure is tolerated. Because identity is self-built. And because competition feels like the price of opportunity. To Americans, competition isn't cruelty. It's freedom with consequences. And once you grow up inside that system, competing doesn't feel extreme. It feels normal.